Everyone has an idea of what an INTJ is. They are usually described as analytical nature, strong sense of vision and practicality. This video will answer some frequently asked questions about INTJ personality types. What do INTJs value? INTJs care about intelligence, competence, and thoughts. They try to follow a code of honor and put in extra effort when they take on work. They also care deeply about their principles. What is the paradox of an INTJ? INTJs value the theoretical, yet they stay practical and pragmatic at the same time. Generally speaking, there are two major types of lighters. One for lighting combustible fuels and the other for lighting things like candles. Most artists can be found in one of two categories, realist or visionary. But the most peculiar type that somehow sits on the fence are INTJs. I also have to say that INTPs are great. They are more on the realistic visionary side, exploring hypotheticals with a strong sense of logic, rather than people who just apply them. Most types would either choose real or possible, but INTJs don't have a dilemma. They understand that both need to coexist. So there's a paradox in the INTJ personality. They consider hypothetical situations to be very real in many cases, so they take it in stride. One of the advantages to using AI is that they can apply laws that aren't yet written to actual situations and things fall into place. They turn the hypothetical into reality. INTJ individuals dislike being told what is real and what isn't. Actually, they usually look at the opposite. They check which is possible and which isn't. Hypotheticals ought to be considered possibilities, and so long as they make sense, they should also be taken seriously. Hypothetical constructs can be concrete, too. Not the kind you see. INTJs refuse to be ignorant of the unseen. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Introverted intuition stands out here because it strengthens our mental faculties when we lack certain external senses. This is why hypotheticals start to make more sense and become more plausible, but they haven't been proven yet. INTJs want to understand the why and how something works in order to be convinced. If it sounds logical, we can try it out with a hypothetical situation and see if it's something worth investing in. They're also good at doing what they do best. They usually put it to good use and apply it to whatever they need to. INTJs are known for the paradox of their thinking, which is brought about by the acknowledgement and acceptance of human perceptive limits. INTJs work around these limits. There's been a lot of debates on whether or not people with autism have a high IQ, and they often find that what seems paradoxical or contradictory in others actually makes perfect sense to them. To rid yourself over your perception of reality is to become even more realistic. It's not always easy to see how things really are, but this video will show you what the world is like. To see the world through your eyes is to perceive the world as a blind man. The paradox of the INTJ is that they're very comfortable with social conventions and yet do not care about them. Before diving in further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to be notified about what we're up to all the time. As an INTJ, in what way do you feel most misunderstood? As an INTJ, you never get understood, meaning in most aspects. Not everyone around you might understand your interests are holistic and career-focused, which is why you just have to have a hard time to prepare for difficult exams. They also won't be able to understand why you enjoy studying more than other people would. They will see that you have a wide range of skills from intelligence to creativity and that you're very able to apply your skills in most things. Your focus is just not on a specific skill set. You seem to be a talented artist and you were drawn to drawing, but this doesn't lead to creativity. It's more of a reactionary process. All personality types provide themselves with a chance of understanding, except introverted intuitive dominance. Putting together what we know about the INTJ personality type in pieces is difficult for people, and many give up in trying. For an example, when a sensing person reads the strength of an INTJ for the first time, they find quick, imaginative, and strategic-minded, high self-confidence, hardworking, and determined, open-minded. When they reach this point, they start thinking, this is a very good personality, maybe the best of them all, even though they are beginning to be flooded by jealousy. But when they reach the point of jack of all trades, meeting a person who can anything as long as it isn't surreal, that jealousy comes out blocking them from thinking rationally, they start. How can someone be this good? This what the motivational speakers wants us to be only a fraction of this person to be successful. I try every day to be at least a fraction of this person, and I always fail miserably, and now something tells me people like this be like this naturally, without having to do anything at all. And even their weakness aren't really weakness. Weakness are just simply outcomes of their strength being too strong. The only way to truly understand an INTJ is through them learning about themselves or having a close friend that is also an INTJ. But you can understand some aspects of an INTJ, especially if you're in an INTJ inner circle. Just studying an INTJ from a distance isn't going to help because they're not going to divulge their innermost thoughts and feelings on their own time. It's partly why people struggle to understand Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg, since they don't let someone close enough. 5 struggles of the INTJ you never understand. Number 1, they struggle to be romantically forward. As they age, more and more IA are opting for solitude. They often don't have the financial means to maintain a significant other and employ all of their resources on themselves. Number 2, INTJs just get tired of trying to tolerate everything. They have a long list of things that annoy them. The AI writers are exceptional at using their intelligence and finding unique ways to ensure the best quality content. People are often worried about the made-up systems AI writers might use. It seems like they're using their own words to try and appeal to a wide variety of personalities and tastes. Number 3, they may feel left out in group settings but unable to fully express why. On the other hand, they may want to be left out. They're wary of groups, preferring to spend time with individuals that seem like good cultural fits for them. This might make it more difficult for them to form relationships and feel included in social situations. The problem is that sometimes AI writers self-sabotage their social connections. Number 4, INTJs love their alone time. They would be happy to live a solitary life on an island where they could think all day, study all they want, not have to worry about interruptions, and focus on whatever catches their fancy. Instead of fear them for the extra thoughts that arise from having so much information in such a short period of time. The problem, a lot of things in real life can be difficult, let alone social demands. You couldn't avoid all the demands both at school and work if you tried. Number 5, they can be a bit too systematic to the point where creativity is lost. The AI writer is sometimes seen as being dull and lacking in energy. They depend on their algorithms and skills to be entertaining when they're trying to push themselves. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel today to get other amazing videos from us.